The book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 13. And Cain said unto the Lord Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. Kahalayim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Racha HaKadash. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that taught us His truth, that rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and to the 1/3 men, women, and children of Israel, and to the Israelite foreigners who has the appearance of the heathens, but their lineage, their seed line from their fathers, goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom. This is Brother Hawashai Abadia, GMS Chicago, and I want to title this video, Why is this juice emoji banned? Okay, why is this juice emoji banned? All right, so let's go to it real quick. It's on TikTok too. All right. So it says the juice emoji has reportedly been banned or restricted on TikTok due to its use of as a coded anti-Semitic symbol. All right. It says users were employing the emoji as a negative code word for Jews or Jewish people, right? And the whole world knows that they're not the people, man. All right, they don't fit the prophecies of the scriptures. All right, the only prophecies they fit is Ezekiel 36 2 and 5. All right. Matter of fact, let's just grab it. Let's just grab it real quick. Ezekiel 36 and Ezekiel 36 and 2, it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, because the enemy, we know who our enemies are, all right? Head tribe Amalek of Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, right? You can find him on Psalms 83. It says, had said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are our in possession, all right? And they're in the Holy Land right now, all right? They say that's their land, right? It says, therefore prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, because they have made you desolate, okay, and swallowed you up on every side. This is why so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are at the bottom of the pile as far as nations, man. Everyone else is over us, man. Okay, and that's the curses of Deuteronomy 28. It's so easy and plain. It says, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen, and ye are taken up in the lips of talkers, and are an infamy of the people. Okay. It says, therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh power. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, to the mountains and to the hills, to the rivers and to the valleys, to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which became a prey and derision to the residue of the heathen that are round about, is the point. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea. All right, that's a Greek way of saying Edom, which have appointed my land into their possession with all the joy of their heart, with the spiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. All right, so that explains them all day, right? Zechariah 9 and 6. And a bastard shall dwell in the city of dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. So that's what y'all, you know, all the wicked characteristics matches Esau Edom like a Cinderella slipper. All right. And so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, who are the Hebrew Israelites, okay, and the speckled birds, we fit the story of Jacob, man. All right. Being in captivity, being in all these different captivities, right? So let's go back and grab Genesis 4:9 because it's yeah, so that's pretty much the gist. You know, they banned it, right? Because they're being found out, even of their own people, man. All right. Hey, these Edomites are tired of them too, because all they gave them was white supremacy, man. That's all they gave these people, man. White supremacy. All right. And Amalek took the whole blessing. Let's go back to Genesis 4:9. So we know that Cain was reincarnated into Esau, right? Whether you want to receive that or not. Because Cain never got any never got a punishment. All right. They all died in the flood. All right. So Esau is still cursed through Cain. I mean, Slakia. Cain is still cursed through Esau. Okay. And Abel is Jacob, man. So it says here, we knew Cain slew Abel. Verse 9, it says, and the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? Okay. So he lied right there. Right? So let's grab this real quick. The book of St. John. Was it 2? I think it was 1 John 3:12. Yeah. So this is 1 John 3:12. Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one. All right, that's the key word. Esau, Edom is the wicked. Malachi 1:4 tells you that. They are the border of wickedness, man. All right. And slew his brother. All right. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil and his brother's righteous. All right. So, yeah, let's grab this also. John 8:44. It reads, ye are of your father, the devil. And the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. All right, that's Cain. And abode not in truth. He lied, said, I don't know where he at, right? Because there is no truth in him. And that's how this world is ran. All right, Esau, Edom, he got the fatness of the earth in Genesis 27, verse 38 on down. All right, Job 9:24, I bring it out every video. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right. It says, because there is no truth in him. When he speak a lie, he speak of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. All right. And deceiver, that's what deceiver means. That's what devil means. Deceiver, which is a liar. All right. Which means you're profane. You're outside of the temple, man. You're adverse of righteousness, which makes you the children of Satan. All right. Let's go back. Genesis 4. So this is why and my point of this is the revealing of this devil. And this, he feel that the heat is on him, man. It says here, he said, let me read it again. It says, and the Lord Yahweh said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood cry unto me from the ground. And we're doing that spiritually here, crying out to the Lord, because he's wearing out the saints. He's killing us daily, man. All right. Under his rulership. Verse 11, it says, and now art thou cursed from the earth. All right. which has opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hands. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. Okay, in that Holy Land, they have to import trees into that land, man, because nothing will grow there. All right, they've destroyed the earth. It says, a fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth. And this is why he don't want to admit that they don't want to admit that they're the Edomites, man. That's why they come out with doctrine saying that the Edomites are done away with. All right, you stupid Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you follow that silly, untrue doctrine, man. All right, he wants to be everyone else except Esau, Edom. Okay. Hey, and all roads lead to Rome. All right. Remember, Rome, the Western Roman Empire was ruled by the Edomites. Okay. And the Eastern Roman Empire, which was the Byzantine Empire, was ruled by Jakes, man. It says, a fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth. Okay. And Cain, that's the point right here. And Cain said unto the Lord Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. And why was that, man? Because he put a mark on Cain. And that mark was that he stripped his melon from him. Okay. That's how it wasn't a little mark he put on his head. Or, this is the Cain's people. Nah, man. That's why Esau came back red like unto a hairy garment, like it tells you in Genesis 25 and 25 and 25, right? It says, behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. And they're going to find you by look at how pigment look. He's wasted away. That's what Esau mean, Ishashua, right? Wasted away is he. All right, uncooked chicken. It says, yeah, that was it on that. All right. So now let's grab because the Lord got a issue with Cain, man. All right. And now he was hidden for all this time. All right. The understanding of the Bible didn't really come in until late 60s through Abba Bivens, man, through the Holy Spirit. Right. This is Exodus 17 and 16. It says, for he said, because the Lord have sworn that the Lord Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation, man. All right. And his time of reigning is almost at an end. All right. And just like how Cain accuses us, he point the fingers to get the heat off of him and say that you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're the problem of the earth, man. Right? Let's grab this real quick. Revelation 12 and 10, and it reads, and I heard a loud voice saying, and this is concerning you read up. Let me just read up one. Revelation 12 and 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan. All right. Just explain what that meant. All right. Which deceived the whole earth, the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation, and we're near to that, and strength, and the kingdom of our power. All right. Like the Lord's Prayer say, on earth as it is in heaven, and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down. All right. So Esau time is circling the drain pretty much. Okay. Which accuse them before our power day and night. So he sets up snares and traps for us to keep going off. Okay. In his in this captivity. Okay. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, Yahweh Shai. All right. dying for us on the cross, all right, starting with the elect and then the rest of Israel, nobody else. And by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto the death. All right. Does this mean we suicidal? Nah, man. We've spiritually separated from Babylon, aka America. All right. We're not spiritually invested in this place, man. Right. We use wisdom to move through Babylon. Verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, man. All right. And these things are happening through his people, man. Hey, what the scripture say? How can Satan kingdom stand if they be divided? Roughly paraphrasing, right? Let's grab this real quick. The book of Isaiah. Because the Lord hates Esau, man. Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. They're the curse of the earth, man. Isaiah 34:5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Like I read earlier, man. The Greek way of saying Edom. And upon the people of my curse to judgment. All right. So as you see right here, the sacrifice in Basra, the next verse, that's here in America, man. All right. And even their own people, man, are out in them, man. All right. Because the Edomites that's here in America is tired of Amalek shit. All right. Amalek ran off with all the blessings. So this is why this juice box is being, banned. And of course, the prophets exposing them through the Holy Spirit through these scriptures, man. We're living in the days of revelation. They're being revealed even by their own people. Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. All right. So they're exposed to the T, man. All right. Why? Because truth is in the earth, man. Let's grab. This is why Esau cried, man. And he's still crying to this day. Okay, because he's trying to set up a pseudo blessing, all right, here on earth through his NWO. And it ain't working. They're in straits, man. That's why people, they own everything. That's why you got to put emojis like this up. That's why you got to say tiny hats. Okay, that's why you have to say anti-semantics. Here it is, a grown man. You got to use all this childish games with this devil, man. All right. Hypocrite too. Say you got free speech, but you don't. Let's grab real quick 2nd Esdras 3:16. Yeah. I started 15. I started 13. It says, now when they lived so wickedly before thee, thou didst choose thee a man from among them whose name was Abraham. And they love to hijack Abraham, man. All right. Abraham had 8 sons, man. All right. But the promises went through only Isaac, man. Then Jacob. Okay. Not Isaac and Esau. It says, him thou lovest, and unto him only thou showed thy will, and madest an everlasting covenant with him, promising him that he would never forsake his seed. All right. And Jeremiah 31 tells us that as long as the sun and the moon have their ordinances, man, the seed of Israel is here on the earth. All right. And I just saw the sun earlier, and I saw matter of fact, it's going to be a full moon tonight. 2 weeks into the month. Verse 16, it says, and unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee, and put by Esau. And so Jacob became a great multitude, man. And that's who the Lord is coming to save, man. All right. Let's grab the book of Sirach. So you know, he's being found out. Esau's being found out and revealed, man. What I want. Let me grab 2 Thessalonians 2, and I'll start at 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means." We see who the biggest deceiver is, right? Hey, and a side note, I always got to bring this out. 2/3 of our people, they're spiritually invested into Esau, Edom, and his empire. Okay, they can't see beyond Babylon, aka America, so they're going to get the same destruction that Esau is going to get. All right, then they'll be born back in the kingdom in their right mind with the law, statutes, commandments in the inner parts. All right, the new covenant. Right, we're not in it. It says, "For that day shall not come except there come a falling away first." When did the small, little tiny hats fall away? All right. Be steady being exposed day by day. You said you were always the people. Well, who's the lost sheep of Israel if you always knew you were the people? It says, "Except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who oppose and exalt himself above all that is called God," okay, or that is worship, so that he as God sit in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. All right, and I just quoted Job 9:24, right? He's what it say, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? It's Esau Edom with the little effeminate picture in Italy with them touching each other's fingers and all that. Adam and the Lord or whatever, they having that painting. All right, Cesare Borgia plastered everywhere on the earth. Verse 5 said, "Remember ye not that when I was with you, when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity do already work. Only he who now let will let until he be taken out the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth," which is the prophets, "and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all powers and signs and lying wonders, with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them." Salakia. Yeah, I was in 2 Thessalonians 2:10. It says, "And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie." All right, and that's the lies of Esau Edom, man. All right, all this folly that he got going on, man. Okay. It says, yeah, that's pretty much it on that. So yeah, this devil is being found out, man. All right, and he doesn't like it, so they're banning. How childish, man! You're banning a juice box because it sounds like Jews, which you're not. What about the other tribes? That's another note that lets you know that you're not the people, man. All right, the word Judah goes into Yahweh. All right. And it means thank you, Yahweh. All right, that's what it means. Okay, so these people, they're not the people, man, at all. So Lord willing, that was edifying. Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Shalom, Shalom.